10:02. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us today for our FMH Conveyors Curve Belt webinar for our Phoenix partners. We're excited to have you with us today. My name is Mac Bertram. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for the Southeastern U.S., and I'm working with our team in Jonesboro to help put the transition of the Motion 06 technology to the Americas. We'll also have Aaron McDuff, our Marketing Communications Manager, on the webinar with us today. And we greatly appreciate you making the time to join us for our first Curve Belt Conveyor webinar. We welcome our channel partners to this presentation, and with the most recent acquisition of Motion 06 belted conveyor technology, this has allowed us to increase our products available by FMH Conveyors. Motion 06 is well known in the European market, number 2 in manufacturing of the curve belt conveyors, but still very new to the Americas. Before we begin, we would like to open a poll in our presentation to allow us to better understand how many of you on the call today have experience with curve belt conveyors, regardless of the brand. Aaron, if you can, please open the poll. We'll leave this open for about 10 to 15 seconds to allow everyone to check yes or no to help us better understand the experience level of our audience today. Of our agenda for today, this is a high-level 101 of our curve belt conveyors. We'll begin with a basic overview of our curve belt conveyor, talking about applications, design, belt bead technology, guiding technology, the drive system, and a quick look at our belt change video. And then next we'll review basic advantages, specifications, and options. After spending some time with our curve belt conveyor, we'll take a quick look at other belted solutions. We'll have a couple stopping points for some questions, and I encourage you to use the chat to ask those questions. And at the end, we'll have another session for additional questions and any follow-up that we need to discuss in greater detail. For our curve belt conveyor applications, you can find our curve belt conveyors in airports, e-commerce, material handling, curve belt conveyor design. The structural design of our curve belt conveyor is modular. It's a self-supporting design using extruded aluminum side frames. This allows for variable mounting positions for floor supports, ceiling hangers, photo eye mounting brackets, side guides, and many other optional accessories. All right, looking at the design, we have some abbreviations to kind of help us gather the right information. We'll walk through these very briefly. The RI will be the radius inside or the inside radius of the belt. Nominal width was NW. AN is our angle nominal or nominal angle. That would be our 90 degree, 180 degree of the curve. RCL is our radius center line. CH, conveying height, also top of belt or top of roller for roller applications. SGH for side guide height. That's the height of the side guides above the belted surface. UW, usable width. That's also our between frames. ROF is radius outside of frame. RIF, radius inside of frame. CSC, conveyor speed center line. The belt speed is measured on the center of the belt. CCW for counterclockwise or left-hand flow. CW for clockwise for right-hand flow. In the graphic on the lower right, you notice we have AV for this motor mounting position. This would be our outside of frame. Location A is this lower left pictorial. On the right, on the inside, would be location B. You notice we have drive positions for A-V-H. The outside of frame motors can be mounted vertically or horizontally, but the motors mounted on the inside of the frame can only be mounted vertically. So we have position A, position B to the inside. On the top right corner, CV for the right outside vertical, or Belt bead technology. Taking a closer look at the belt bead technology, traditional type 1 on the left is a pretty basic belt bead technology where the bead is only on the top surface of the belt edge. A stronger belt bead is represented in the middle for type 2, where the bead is present at the top and bottom surface of the belt edge. While improving the belt bead, we now see a need to strengthen the stitching on the edge of the belt to handle greater loads. The example on the right for the Motion 06 is the belt bead technology where the belt bead is moved inward on the belt to place the stress loads on the beading edge instead of the edge of the belt. The bonding and stitching process for the Motion 06 design greatly reduces the opportunity for belt failures with this improved technology. With the guiding technology, you can see this slide shows you a little bit about the stress loads on the belt as they are no longer on the belt edge as with the Type 2 design. And the loads are more evenly distributed to allow significant increase in belt strength. The seam of the belt bead is offset to the seam of the vulcanized belt seam, so the bonding and double stitch of the belt bead greatly minimize the potential of breakage. The belt guiding is managed on the outside radius of the frame. Again, with guiding technology, in this slide we can see the belt decking and the belt are removed to allow us to see some of the one-piece design for the upper and lower belt guide. This common design allows the belt guide to have quick release guide wheels on the upper and lower belt guide in the event you need to change the belt due to wear or for predictive maintenance. The photo on the right shows the common belt guide when the guide bearings are in a lock position and in the open position for a quick belt change without the removal of the guide wheels. All right, we've got a quick stopping point for any immediate questions. What questions do we have that we can address quickly? All right, Aaron, you've already answered that we will have the presentation later at another time. All right, I don't see anything else, so let's keep moving. Curve Belt Conveyor Drive System. Our drive system is a friction-based conical pulley design with a wear-resistant friction lining. This allows for high power distribution across the full belt width, allows for higher speeds with minimal maintenance. All right, we've got a quick belt change video, and we may lose audio during this video, so I hope we don't. But Aaron, if you'll go ahead and get this video started for us, please. This is a video of our belt change in our curve belt conveyor. With the one-piece easy access belt guide, it allows a faster belt change during the planned maintenance periods. Now, yes, this video has been sped up for this presentation, and normally play speeds take a little over 8.5 minutes to remove the belt and reinstall the belt. Keep in mind this is an ideal environment, and a belt change on a ceiling supported system or on a mezzanine is expected to take about 15 minutes due to the known obstacles in an installed system. Advantages. Our belt bead design is 5 times stronger than the traditional belt beading designs. High reliability and virtually maintenance free. The one-piece belt guide roller design allows for faster belt removal without fully dismantling the belt guides and can be replaced in as little as 15 minutes. It's designed for a wide variety of weights and product sizes, low noise levels, even with high-speed systems. Common specifications of our curve belt conveyor, we do have a nominal width up to 59 inches. We have an inner radius up to 78 3/4 inch. Again, the angles, we can provide 30, 45, 60, 90, and 180 degree curves. Speeds can go up to 550 to 132 up to 4. The drive units can be 230 volt or 460 volt. And the belt construction is a 2-ply polyester fabric, and the coating can be adjusted to the application. I see a question. The slider bed material is a laminated decking. Options for our curve belt conveyor. We can set these up for motors that use variable frequency drive. Variable frequency drives can be mounted on board on the motor as pictured here, or they can be externally placed and controlled by the system. We have AutoCAD blocks. We do have some dummy blocks that we can share. On options, brake drives can be added. We talked about the motor mounting positions. We do have several motor mounting positions available. Keep in mind the belt is preferred to be pulling. If you have a motor positioned where it's pushing a belt, there is a capacity loss. Variable support mounting positions. For floor supports, we have quite a few options as far as height and how the floor supports are designed. We can also do ceiling supports. And side guide mounting options. We can control the between frame width of the side guides and the height of the side guides. So we've got quite a few variations to fit your application. We can provide photo eye holders and variable mounting options. And we can provide pop-out rollers where needed. All right, spot for questions. I got a little bit ahead of myself, so answer those. Do we have any additional questions at this point? Okay, we'll move on. Other belted solutions. With the Motion 06 technology coming over, we now have the ability to offer straight belt conveyor, full belt merge, strip belt merges. We have an S transporting unit. It's an S lift. Vertical sorting unit for a 2-tier feed. Vertical transport unit, and high-speed diverter. Airport applications, this just gives us a good overall view of a baggage handling system designed for airport solutions, where we have many of the components manufactured by Motion 06 as a complete system. Worldwide footprint. This gives us a quick view on the footprint of the Motion 06 technology. Motion 06, of course, is headquartered in Austria. You see FMH Conveyors in Jonesboro, Arkansas in the Americas. Also the joint venture in Shanghai and Singapore, and agents in Seoul, Sydney, and Toronto. Commitment to quality. The Motion 06 technology is held to a strict set of quality guidelines for the use in airports. Some of these quality standards are ISO 9001 Manufacturing Quality Standards, CE Mark Quality Performance, BMP approval, a leading worldwide provider in global air technology industry, and GATE membership, German Airport Technology and Equipment Quality and Performance. Any additional questions at this point? Shortest straight section available. If we can, let's discuss that more one-on-one with your regional manager so we can find out exactly which product we're looking for. And to assist with that regional manager, this is the map of the territories showing the territory manager for each region. We have Charlie Wood in the Northeast, Mac Bertram in the Southeast, Rich Stokes in the Central, and Victor Ortiz for Western USA and Latin America. Thank you for joining us. That is our Curve Belt Conveyor webinar for our introduction of our Curve Belt Conveyors. Please let us know what questions we can answer for you at this time. Curve belts conveyor manufactured US or Europe. Originally, the Motion 06 equipment was manufactured in Austria. We are currently building our first curve belt conveyors now. We have several scheduled in production, so we're trying to test the suppliers that we have locally to make sure they can handle our need, as well as global suppliers. So we are currently manufacturing in Jonesboro. Spiral inclines or declines are only flat. We do have spiral inclines and declines. Ours are actually going to be based on the 90-degree, 180-degree helix curves. We do not have the full rotating spiral at this time. All right, so we've got another question on incline and decline capabilities with curves. So we do have the ability to provide the helix, incline, and decline. We do not have the full spiral at this time. How long have you been providing horizontal belt turns? Motion 06 technology is branded after the year the company began. So 2006 is when Motion 06 began with their manufacturing of the Curve Belt Conveyor technology. First couple of slides from the beginning. Rich, I don't know if we have that capability. I'll lean on Aaron a little bit, but I don't believe this software package will let us back up. Lacing, clippered or vulcanized. These are vulcanized belts. The vulcanized belts tend to work a little better with the laminated deck boards that we have. The clipper lacing increases the noise, and you don't have to worry about, in a belt change, having to restitch the belt bead. With ours being vulcanized and the belt being offset seam, that all becomes pre-assembled for you to make the installation a little quicker. Do you have a configurator program in CAD? We are working on a configurator program at this time that is for internal use. In the future, we hope to have one we can share with our team on the outside, but we're not quite to that point just yet. Food grade options. To the best of my knowledge, we have not used the Curve Belt Conveyor in food grade. I don't believe that we have actually introduced that in food grade for that type of application. One of our sister companies does have equipment that's used in food grade, but I don't believe the Curve Belt is included in that at this time. All right, Rich, we've got the beginning slide back up of the Curve Belt Conveyor technology. For any that have missed it, we've got speeds up to 550 feet per minute. We offer the 30, 45, 60, 90, and 180-degree curves. Wide range of standard measurements and the ability to configure specific to a customer's need. QC might help. That is the sister company I was referring to. So thank you, Nelson. QC Conveyor. Do you offer knife edge in pulley or only one size? We currently do not have the knife edge design. It's only one size pulley at this time. And the model number CBC 120, it's 120 millimeter on the diameter of that end pulley. So it's approximately 4 3/4 inch diameter. Thank you, Mr. Wood. Okay, what other questions do we have? And if there's anything that we did not discuss in enough detail on this webinar, please feel free to reach out to us. We will also have a download for the data sheet on the Curve Belt Conveyor, and we will have a download for the regional sales manager. So make sure that you're working with your regional manager to get those questions answered and let us know how we can help you. Assume the drive can be either the inside or outside. Yes, the drive can be mounted on the inside or outside of the radius. If mounted on the inside, it can only be mounted vertically. On the outside, we can do vertical or horizontal. Preference is to be pulling the belt versus pushing. There is capacity loss with a belt push. Is it a straight pulley or tapered? It is tapered. It is a conical pulley drive. So we have conical pulley on the drive end and conical on the return pulley. The drive vibration. I know with the motors that we've used, you have to have a little bit of movement capability for that motor, but the units that I've worked with, I haven't seen much in vibration. There is a torque arm that's mounted on the side of the motor that we've designed specific for our frame to help with that stabilization, but I'm not sure about the vibration question. If you could reach out to us in more detail with that one so we can better understand. Estimated lead time for a standard width 90-degree curve. Right now, our target is shooting for about 10 weeks. We're trying to understand what is standard here in the U.S. market. We've received several requests, and we're noticing that there's pretty broad range of widths and inner radiuses. So we're trying to understand what is standard. Hopefully to a point to reduce that lead time. We would like to manufacture and have equipment stocked in Jonesboro for quicker shipment. But as much feedback as you can give us on what sizes you guys consider standard, that would be very helpful. You have a small lift handling totes, high cycle, small elevation changes. We can. Some of the other options that we looked at from the Motion 06 technology for the S lift, there's some capabilities that may be of interest for you, Kevin. If you would catch up with the regional sales manager to discuss the specifics, and we'll make sure we've got something that will fit, and be happy to discuss that with you in greater detail. You offer a slave connection between straight and curved bed sections. By slave, I'm also powering the straight section or vice versa. To be honest with you, that's a question I haven't been approached with, so I don't know the answer. We can find out and get back to you. I know with our max reach telescopic, we can slave using a chain to a secondary conveyor, but I haven't tried it with this equipment to know what type of resistance we're going to run into. Aaron, I'm not sure, will you be able to capture all of these questions that we have on this to make sure that we've addressed and reach back out to everyone?
Yes, I am making a list of all of these questions, and they will be answered in kind of a written out format, and we'll distribute that along with the presentation.
Okay, great. We've had some great questions today. We appreciate the interaction. Your input's greatly valued, so please let us know if there's something that we haven't addressed, something that we should discuss in greater detail. We want to help you. So please let us know what information we can provide from our side to help you. And unless anybody's got more questions, we may call this to an end. All right, thank you, everybody. And please reach out to your regional sales manager, and we'll happy to take the next steps with you. Look forward to the next webinar and hope you can join us again.